The initial conception of Captain Zero really came from a depressive episode that I almost lost. A year prior, I was diagnosed with major depressive disorder. And again, there was no one in my immediate circle, no friends, no family members that even knew where to start the conversation about my mental health. Also growing up, like being Caribbean, both my parents Haitian, it was like, you're sad? What is that? Why? I don't understand.
Yeah.
And I remember I was like in my living room, I was bawling my eyes out, I was like in the fetal position. And I remember when I got up off the ground, I remember to the table to the left of me, there was a stack of paper and a pencil. And then I remember in my bathroom, there were a bunch of razor blades because I cut my own hair. And I remember thinking to myself in that moment, like, I have two options. It literally felt like a fork in the road. I could go down this path, that's maybe something that's constructive, or I could go out on this other path, something that's destructive. And ultimately, the more I sat with myself and the things that I was feeling, I realized more than anything what I felt was voiceless. I felt like, again, there was just no one that understood me, and I wanted so desperately to be understood. I decided to take, the pencil and the paper and instead try to transmute what it was that I was feeling into something that could be tangible. Throughout like that night, again, I just started thinking about all of my, other influences, things that I loved, superheroes, comic books, all those kinds of things. And I was like, wait, what if I made like this narrative about like this superhero that was dealing with depression? Because that was something, again, I had never seen before. And I thought about what an interesting concept that would be. Within a few hours, I had drawn the very first image of Captain Zero.
Wow.
And I came up with that name, Captain Zero, because again, I just thought it would be such a great juxtaposition, like Captain being this, name of a high-ranking military officer, but Zero meaning nothing and nobody. So it's like you're the captain of the nothings, of the nobodies.
You revealed the weight that so many of us are under with Black excellence. We're trying to live up to when we find out that Black excellence is a scam because there's so much white mediocrity out there. But when you said, there's a line that sticks out to me in this whole series.
Who's going to save me when I need saving?
Who's going to save me when I need saving? Do you know? For some reason, I thought I had some unlimited supply of privilege because I was pretty. I thought the pretty would take me to the bank. I thought I had all this privilege, and so I was ignoring my own needs so much. After a while, I started chipping away at my own sort of like, I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I find myself in need.
Yeah.
I find myself in need of community, of support, and looked up and had to ask myself the same question. Who's going to save me when I need saving?